Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole and I do pick-a-card readings on this channel. If you like pick-a-card readings, then I would appreciate it if you consider subscribing. I really could use the support. If you are not familiar with pick-a-card readings, I will explain it in just a minute. Today we're looking into possible blessings, or maybe some that are unexpected blessings that's coming into your life. We're going to take a look at messages, predictions, and possible timeline predictions about these blessings. And yeah, if you want to see the reading on that, then be sure to keep watching. So I have 3 piles here. If you are not familiar with pick-a-card readings, the idea is to choose the pile that you are most drawn to. This is pile 1, 2, or 3. You can choose via pile or number, or you can choose through the crystals, whichever one is resonating with you and whichever one you're most drawn to the most. I will give you a close-up of each of the crystals. We have the Golden Healer Quartz, we have an Amethyst crystal, and we have a Rose Quartz crystal. Sorry, I don't think that focused all the way, but that is a Rose Quartz crystal. Yeah, just take a deep breath, take your time, and choose whichever one you are most drawn to. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and scroll down to the description or the comment section and click on the timestamp with your crystal. Okay? Alright, I will see you there. Hello, Group 1. If you chose the Golden Healer Quartz crystal, then this reading is for you. We're going to take a look at blessings coming in for you. Just please remember that this is a general reading, so take whatever resonates with you and then leave the rest. We'll start with your tarot cards, and then I have lots more oracle cards here, so we'll get to that in just a little bit. So for your tarot cards, we have the 8 of Wands. We have the Sun. We have the Hermit. We have the King of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. Alright, okay, so right off the bat, I'm really seeing lots of energy, lots of creativity in this reading. So those are possible blessings coming in for you. Maybe pretty soon. Maybe you're getting splashes of creativity already, but I see that very soon you're just going to be very energetic, which is great, because that kind of energy that you're going to get it's really good for taking action and being able to achieve goals that you set. So make sure to take advantage of that energy. But yeah, you'll just be very energetic for the coming months. And if you've been feeling kind of down or just kind of in isolation mode, I know there's still a lot of people out there that's still in isolation, and we're still coming out of that. But with the Hermit card here and all these Wands card and even the Sun, I just see you coming out of that. Maybe even if you're still in isolation wherever you are in the world, it could just mean that you're not feeling like you're in much of a slump anymore. Maybe you'll feel motivated again to pursue things or do things or make changes in your life. So as for, I am seeing some heavy career aspects with this reading. For those of you, okay, hold on, sorry. I'm seeing a couple messages here, and just take whatever resonates with you. For some of you, I see a possible blessing opportunity of taking on a managerial role or some kind of leadership role. So especially in terms of career, we have the King of Wands here and the Hermit. So some of you will really be able to step into your own confidence and figure out that you'd actually be a great leader for whatever career you're in. So that possibility is coming up. For some of you, there could be an opportunity to pursue your own business, or maybe like a side hustle. Whatever it is, it definitely has to do with something you're passionate about, a hobby or something you've been wanting to pursue for a while. And I see that you've really been contemplating about it too. So that's a possible blessing. If that is the case, you could either really embody this King of Wands, being able to really achieve like a good start to this side business or your own business. Or you could be meeting someone that embodies the King of Wands, who's very charismatic, who has a good, overview of the big picture and could possibly give you some advice. This will be someone who has been down this road before, and they may be giving you some great marketing advice, if this is going to be your own business kind of thing. Let me see, what else? There was something else I was actually picking up on in the career aspect, but I kind of lost it, so let's see if it comes back later. Yeah, there's just, I'm definitely seeing the energy here. There's a sense of healing, especially with the Hermit and the Sun. I feel like this is also going to be an opportunity and a blessing for you to kind of heal some wounds about maybe some past dreams or creative prospects that didn't work out. So there is a chance to also make some resolution with that. And I have a feeling some of these blessings are going to come in pretty fast. Maybe, like I said, like the energy and the creative prospects are going to come in pretty fast is what I'm seeing. For some of you, there's also a possibility of some creative projects, especially with the Ace of Wands there. It could be in collaboration with this King of Wands. I'm really seeing that King of Wands as more as someone that's going to come in to your life and maybe collaborate with you or be some kind of mentor for you. Especially if it's something that has to do with creativity. Let's see. Okay, so with the Sun and the Hermit, I'm actually sensing a little bit of a rebirth here for some of you, especially, this looks like a phoenix to me, the bird in the Sun card. There's definitely that sense of renewal and more motivation. With the Eight of Wands here, I just feel like things are going to start picking up for some of you, whether more things are going to happen in your life positively. And it's, to you, it's going to feel like a breath of fresh air, especially if you've been in hermit mode, if you've been in isolation and things have been slow lately. It's a nice change of pace for you. And actually, I'm getting back what I was picking up earlier about the other career aspect, and this will resonate with only some of you. So what I was picking up on earlier is if you work with the public, some kind of customer service form, and maybe you just kind of want to step back from that and maybe into a role that's more in the background. So for example, like let's say you work at the front office or something, or you're always greeting and providing customer service for people, and you kind of just want to break from that. There will be an opportunity coming in of a promotion or a job where you'll be more in the back office. So maybe you'll be working on more desk duty stuff. If that's what's resonating with you, then feel free to claim it. Like I said, it's only going to resonate for a few of you. So if that's what you've been searching for, I definitely see an opportunity of that coming in. I'm going to get to your oracle cards now. This one, I wanted to focus more on timing and also seeing what your blockages are, just to make sure that these blessings come in, but also it's more about maybe how you can deal with these blockages so that these blessings come in faster. So for your cards, we have the heart chakra. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships. We have a time for healing, balsamic moon. I love how that came out with the heart chakra. And abundance, we have the hunter moon. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely that sense of abundance here. You definitely have a lot of great cards for it, especially with the 8 of Wands, the Sun, and the Ace of Wands. I said 8 of Wands and Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah, because abundance can come in many forms. It can come in prosperity, it can come in money, it can come in prospective, creative aspects. But yeah, it comes in many different forms. And I feel like the blessing that's coming to you is also being able to fully embody that and feel that you are abundant and be more at peace with what you have, especially in terms of yourself and your confidence. Because with the time for healing and the heart chakra, like I said, I was definitely sensing some rebirth and healing aspect to this reading. I feel like the other blessing that you're getting with this is this healing of your heart chakra. The heart chakra deals with nurturing relationship. It deals with self-love. It deals with, yeah, acceptance. I see it as more like self-love and self-acceptance, and definitely with relationships, and maybe healing of past wounds from relationships, and also how you see yourself. So definitely, if you can work on healing that confidence is going to help you bring about more of these blessings coming in, especially if, for those of you that have been looking for a managerial role, this is really going to help. Because if you are more confident in yourself, it will also reflect it on your job. And you know, whoever is going to come in, or whatever is going to come in, that's going to bring this blessing and this opportunity of a managerial role, then they're going to see it because of your confidence and because of your own capabilities in your job. And a lot of that is going to come through because you are confident that you are capable in your job and you are a capable leader and manager. So with the timing of this, I'm seeing maybe, yeah, probably 3 months, or in October or in the fall. So whenever you guys are seeing this, so yeah, if you're seeing this now, then October is coming up. For some of you in the southern hemisphere, fall can be later, but I'm definitely seeing either 3 months, fall or October is a good time. Let's see. So, oh yeah, that was the other thing I was picking up on. So the balsamic moon, if I remember correctly, this is part of the waning moon phase. It's the last sliver of it. This is right before the new moon comes up. So it's interesting because I was answering a question on Instagram today about, what are you releasing? And I am doing this the day before the new moon. This is coming out in a few days, but I'm filming this the day before the new moon, and it's also the Lion's Gate. So new moons are all about new intentions, making room for the new. So to that question I answered, I'm trying to release everything I can to make, to release the old and make room for the new. So for you guys, I feel like a lot of the stuff that you have to heal, especially with your heart chakra, is past wounds with your old relationships. This can be friend or love connections. But I'm getting a heavier vibe of just old wounds from your own self, and how you view yourself and how you appreciate yourself. Because again, that confidence is heavily tied to also some of your heart chakra wounds of yourself. So keep that in mind as you're working through this. Alright, so I think I'm going to get to the rest of your oracle cards now. This is just more information or clarity on your current blessings, or maybe other blessings that might be coming in that just didn't get picked up from your other cards. So you guys got a lot of cards. We have flexible. Let me just move this up. Let me make sure you guys can see it. We have serendipity. You guys got a lot of ice cream oracle cards, so I'll get to this first. We have unplug. And we have Faery wishing well. Okay, so I'll talk about these first, and then I'll get to these three, because you ended up getting a lot. Yeah, I think a really good time is coming up for you, and I don't even think you see it, because I feel like a lot of you are just kind of in a slump and in isolation mode and in the hermit mode that I was talking about. And it's a really good blessing to have this, just because, when you're in a slump or you're just feeling down, it really feels like a breath of fresh air just to have things going again, just to have things moving and changing in your life. And I definitely see that coming in, especially with this flexible card right here. I feel like some of these blessings are actually going to come in, and it's going to feel a little bit overwhelming just because you've been in that really slow mode lately, and you're like, oh, okay, this is pretty fast. And life is asking you to be flexible. Luck is definitely on your side with the serendipity card. There are definitely blessings and abundance coming in. And actually, I didn't see it as more of a financial thing, but that is definitely possible with the Faery wishing well here. It says manifestation, expectations, and offerings. So if whatever you're claiming and resonating with you with this, if you've been looking for a managerial role or maybe your own business or a side hustle, then there's definitely opportunities and blessings of finances and more money coming in, possibly, especially with the abundance cards there. So if you've been manifesting that or you've been looking for that, then that is definitely a possibility. Okay, so I didn't say this earlier because I thought it wasn't significant enough and it wasn't coming through all the way, but with the unplugged card here, I feel like for some of you there is an opportunity or an unexpected trip coming. And for some of you it might be nature related. Sometimes this trip thing that I'm seeing, I feel like for some of you it'll be an actual big trip, but for others of you I feel like it's just maybe going to the next town over, or possible hiking. If you like hiking and you like outdoors, there's definitely an outdoor aspect of it, so that could be coming in for some of you. And the other thing I just noticed that there's a lot of yellow and green in this reading. There's green here, there's green here, green there, green with the heart chakra, some over there with the hunter's moon. So yeah, actually there's a possibility of making some good money here with the blessings that's coming in for you. I see it really tied to career wise, or whatever that creative project or prospect is. Just think about, if you're, after you create whatever it is you're going to create, if it's related to a creative project. I said create I think 4 times in that sentence. But after you create it, maybe consider trying to see if there is some way for you to monetize it, if that makes sense. Because I feel like whatever you guys create, people will really like it. And there's definitely something about being able to make money from it, because of all the green that I'm seeing here in this fairy wishing well. The green usually represents, yeah, it represents a heart chakra, but I also see it as like money, prosperity, wealth, success. There's definitely an aspect of success with this reading. All right, let me get to your ice cream oracle. We have rainbow, self-expression, diversity, and pride. Yeah, so definitely there's a blessing coming in of you guys becoming more confident, being able to express yourself more, and taking pride in yourself and taking pride of who you are. And that's really going to be great for some of you that has been looking for like a progress and achievements in your work. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Okay, so we have orange, enthusiasm, confidence, and courage. Yeah, like I said, there's more yellow in this reading. But as I said earlier, confidence is going to be really important here. I feel that you guys are really coming into your confidence soon, or just having more energy and enthusiasm with life again. Okay, so let's see what your last card is. It is lemon, clean, detoxify, and release. Yeah, definitely release what is going on here with some of your self-doubt, some of your past wounds, some things in your heart that's been blocking you. There's definitely a sense of coming clean and being fresh again. Especially if you've been feeling that slump, this confidence, this energy is going to make you feel really renewed and excited about life again. Alright, so I am going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. I hope it gave you some insight and guidance that you were looking for. If you haven't already, please make sure you comment, subscribe, and like. I really appreciate any support I can get. I am open for readings, so please check out the info down below if you are interested. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram, so check that out if you are interested. I'm on there every day. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the Amethyst crystal right there, then this reading is for you. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. You guys got a lot of tarot cards for this reading. I was only supposed to draw 5, but all of these came out and I felt pulled to take them all. So we're going to take a look at all of them. And I have some oracle cards here, which we will get to in just a moment, but for now we'll start with your tarot cards. So this is for unexpected blessings coming in. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the 7 of Coins. We have the 4 of Coins. Oh yeah, for those of you watching, I'm just curious. Do you like to see them get flipped? Or would you rather just, you know, have me get into the reading and then just have them out or something instead of actually waiting for me to flip them all over? I'm just curious for feedback. Let me know in the comments below. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the 4 of Swords. And we have the Judgment card. Okay. Alright, so let me move this up just a bit because it's kind of bothering me. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna read it like a story because that's what I'm seeing here. So I feel like there is something that didn't work out. There was something you were working really hard towards. You put a lot of energy into it, and it didn't work out quite how you wanted it to, no matter how hard you worked on it or how hard you were holding on to it. And it kind of left you in disappointment. But the blessing that I'm seeing with this is that I don't want to say that it's time to let it go. But there is an aspect of needing to let go of some of this, and I will explain it in just a sec. There's a lot that I'm seeing here, and there's a lot of messages coming in. I just want to say that one of your main blessings is definitely getting some rest from whatever this is. Being able to step back and finally get some rest, because this 9 of Wands energy, it's like you've been through it. You've had a lot of wounds. A lot of it probably has to do with, you know, energy wounds, meaning it's just you probably feel like you've been overworked a lot because you were working so hard in this and you wanted it to work out and it just wasn't working out the way you wanted it to. So I'm seeing a sense of relief throughout all these cards, and at the end of it, with the Judgment card, you are going to be shown a way of some kind of different opportunity that still has to do with this. So it's not saying for you to completely wipe it all out and wipe it all clean. That's not what I'm seeing here at all. What I'm seeing here is that you are going to be shown some kind of way to kind of do things a little differently. Maybe do things a little bit more efficiently. And not have to feel this 9 of Wands, not have to feel like this has started to become an obligation or something that you have to do, or something that you basically have to break your back for to get it done. There's a better way to do it, especially with this card right here, the 4 of Coins. As you can see, she's peering out down the window, and then there's this There's this coin right here, where well, actually she can see if she turns her head a little bit more. But yeah, it's almost like it's telling her to go outside. Maybe that means like going outside of your comfort zone, going outside. Maybe you built, because the Four of Coins is about, it's usually for a lot of situations, it's about saving money or saving what you have, or kind of turtling in to your situation and to the things that you have and to savor it for now. But the problem with that sometimes is that when you get so comfortable and caged in like this, you can cage yourself in, and that means like that can be a problem, because especially if this is a business situation or a career situation, what becomes of this energy is stagnant. And I think that's what you're being encouraged, is to step out of that comfort zone. Maybe you build a routine, especially with the Seven of Coins and the Four of Cups together. I feel like you have built a routine. I feel like you built something that you made it so that it can move forward and last, and definitely in what you thought would be like a comfortable routine. But what's showing here is that routine may possibly be a little bit of an overload for you. So right now you're being called to really step outside of your comfort zone and maybe look out the window and find other ways to make this more efficient. Or the blessing that's coming in that's unexpected is you're going to be shown some way, somehow, of how that is going to unfold, or what that other thing is that you need to do to make this more efficient. The thing with this, for it to come in, you have to step back. You have to stop caging yourself in, and you have to heal this disappointment and this hurt that you're feeling over this, because you're too close to whatever this is right now. And for these new ideas to really flow in, and this new rebirth of how you're going to do things to come in, you have to let go and release those negative feelings and frustrations and tears, is what I'm getting from this, to really see a different side of this situation. Because sometimes just stepping away from the situation will open up our minds. It's kind of like, let's say you've been working on your computer and you're trying to figure something out and you just can't, and then you go to lunch and you eat, you're not looking at your computer anymore, maybe you're outside, and you come back and instantly the answer is right there. It just comes to your head and you're like, oh yeah, I should have done this. Oh, look at that, it's working now. So sometimes that's what you need. And I feel like once you do that, once you finally get some rest from this, all the ideas will just start flowing in. All the answers will just come. All right, so let's see what else is ahead for you. This one is focused on timing and also kind of what your blockages are that may be keeping this blessing from coming in, and also how you can make this blessing come in faster. Does that make sense? Because blockages and things that we're dealing with sometimes, like I said, we've already talked about some of the blockages already, but this is just to get more clarification on it and how to make these blessings come in faster, how to get these answers faster. So we have action. Okay, we have resistance. Oh, and this is waxing gibbous 6 and waxing crescent 2. And then we have step out of your comfort zone, north node. And we have spirit guides. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. Okay, sorry guys. I had to cut for a second because I was going over the time limit with my recording, so I had to cut really quick. But we were talking about the timings and what you need to do to help these blessings come in and get them maybe to come in a little bit faster. Right now that I am looking at this, I'm not getting a clear answer for the timing, but then again, this is a general reading. It's really hard to predict timing with a general reading, but the main thing that I'm seeing is that this and this both have 25. That's kind of amazing that happened, actually. So, what I'm seeing is this could be within 2 to 5 months, or it could be within 7 months. I know that's a long time. Or it could be the weeks also. So 7 weeks or 7 months, or 2 to 5 months or 2 to 5 weeks. There's also, I feel like 5, because we have 15 here also. So 5 weeks or 5 months. Again, take what resonates with you, because this is a general reading, so that honestly could resonate with someone for each of the people that's watching this. But the other thing that I'm getting here is that there's a lot of opposing forces. So I feel like these unexpected blessings are very dependent on your own healing. Because there's so you're being called to take action. And like I said, stepping out of your comfort zone, exactly what I said with the 4 of coins here. You are definitely being guided to take some kind of action that you wouldn't do normally with your situation here. With whatever it was that you were working on, I'm kind of seeing now that if it has to do with maybe a relationship or a crush for some of you, you're being asked to like take a different approach to it or think about it differently. Yeah, but definitely an action is being asked here. And if it has to do with some kind of career aspect or business aspect, there's a lot of ideas out there, especially on social media or online. So maybe the first step in action that you could do right now is to go online and research. It sounds weird, but like, if there's someone else in your niche, if this is a business, maybe, and that's more successful, then maybe try and see what they've been doing and how they started, if that's even possible. Or maybe seek advice from people if you're looking for a job or something, or some kind of promotions, on how other people got to where they are, if that's at all possible. Like, if maybe you can shoot someone an email or a message or something, and see if they respond. But yeah, that might be what you need to step out of your comfort zone, is to try and take that action. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if you're doing that, you know, the worst that can happen is they say no, or they don't reply, right? That's an advice I was actually given a few months ago. And yeah, it's definitely stepping out of your comfort zone, but who knows what advice it can bring. Just like with the Judgment card, like, who knows what kind of expansion that you can get on your own awareness about your business or your career endeavor or your relationship about this. Because definitely I'm seeing resistance here. Resistance and maybe even taking advice about this, and that can be really beneficial to you right now. Maybe resistance in stepping out of your comfort zone. Maybe you really want it to work out the way that you've set up, but that's the thing is, yeah, you've set this up and there's great seeds planted here, but at the same time, it kind of caused you to overwork yourself. There's a more efficient way to do it out there, and you're not. Here's the thing. I know you're in resistance. I know you want it to work out in this way. You're not being asked to throw everything away. You're just being asked to tweak things a little bit and maybe get the perspective and point of view of other people that may have had success with this. I'm not telling you to copy them or anything, but it doesn't mean that you can't get inspiration from them, you know? All right. The other thing I wanted to say is tune into your intuition, because your spirit guides, I feel like, are going to have a lot to do with this idea coming in. Yeah, remember what I said. I feel like this is just going to come to you the moment you lay things down and you decide to step back and take a break from this. So I feel like your guides are I think they're trying to like speak to you right now about this, and you're not hearing or seeing it because right now you're kind of in this cage mode. You're kind of like in this I'm in the tower Rapunzel kind of mode. And you know what just came to mind is when I remember the movie Rapunzel. I actually can't remember the story anymore. It was such a long time ago since I last read it. But I'm remembering the part in the movie where was it Mother Gothel? Was that right? But I'm just remembering her panicking to get into the tower and trying to get Rapunzel to let her hair down, and she wasn't there, obviously, because she had escaped already. Sorry if I'm spoiling things. I just realized. I'm so sorry about that. But there was a point in the movie where she was trying to get into the tower, and apparently all this time there was a hidden secret passageway in that tower. So the point I'm trying to get with this is the whole time Rapunzel was in that tower, and she could have actually tried to leave if she found that other passageway. And that's the thing, is just she's been told that, you know, that she should stay in the tower and that she can't go outside. And even though she's like pretty much painted every part of that tower or the room inside the tower that she's allowed to be in, she never noticed that there was a secret passageway there. Even though she's like played around there as much as she could and painted every corner and aspect of it, she probably never saw it because she was so focused on the idea that she can't go anywhere. Does that make sense? Like, I hope that's making sense. Sorry for the tangent there, but I feel like some of you needed to hear that. Okay, so let's get to your other oracle cards. We have Clean It Up. We have Orphaned. Interesting. I'm actually gonna let me get to that last, because we ended up getting a lot for this one. It's interesting because pile 1 got a lot of the ice cream oracle cards. So we have Pistachio, Emotional Healing, Independence, and Responsibility. All right. Apple Pie, Trust, Integrity, and Comfort. And we have Surrender. Okay. All right. I will get to these in just a second. Okay, this is interesting. So there is definitely some emotional healing that needs to be done here, especially with whatever you've been working towards. So, okay, sorry. I'm just trying to figure out how to convey this. It makes me wonder for how many of you are actually definitely, or have something to do with some other third party or other people in this sense, if this was a relationship, because there's orphaned here. So with the orphan card, this usually is about something about being left behind, or feeling like something didn't belong, which I think is what's resonating more, because you have independence right here with pistachio. If there were people involved, or if this was some kind of group collaboration that just didn't work out, and you kind of feel like you were left behind or blamed for it, Spirit is telling you to kind of sweep away all those feelings. Because here's the thing, if it was a group collaboration, then it's a group, right? It's not just one person. Like, it's not just one person working on this, it's all of you. So if somehow, like, if someone's making you feel like you should have been blamed for everything, or something not working out with this situation, you're being told to possibly cut that person out of your life. If that's possible, again, please make responsible decisions. This is just advice and what I'm seeing from the cards. It's up to you, and make it fit with the decisions and your own specific situation. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing whether that's cutting out this person in your life, or just sweeping away all that emotional baggage that you're feeling with this. There's no need to take on everything. There's no need to feel like, you know, you did things wrong in this situation. And there's a chance to find some independence here. For some of you, maybe that's what you're going to do. Maybe you're going to go your own way with this project, and you're going to take your own ideas and do something with that instead. That could be the message for some of you. That's not going to resonate with everybody. I feel like the orphan card is very specific for a few of you. The thing with the orphan card is it's about belonging. If there's a group that's making you feel like you have to live up to some certain standards or change yourself, then that's when you need to start kind of thinking about who and what is in your life, and what it is that you really want with yourself. There's a sense of needing to find your own independence here. And let's see, what else? Yeah, I'm seeing the word comfort and integrity here. Being honest with yourself and not with what other people want from you. And yes, the surrender card, I feel like, is just being able to, like, listen to your spirit guides more spiritually, mentally, stepping back from the situation possibly, and just cleaning up. This could be in all aspects. This could be mentally cleaning up some of the anxieties that you've had over this. Physically cleaning up your space would be good, especially environment wise. Even if it's just at home, if you feel more clean and fresh and you're in a space that's better for yourself, then you can think more clearly, right? And this could be spiritually or personal life. Like I said, for some of you, this is a hint to maybe cutting some people out of your life, maybe finding like a different group or community, because like the feeling of being orphaned or left behind, you know, is not, it's not a good feeling. And if you really are with your tribe, then they won't make you feel like that. So I feel like for some of you, this is interesting because I feel like this is a little bit different than the blessing that that we were originally getting from this. But then again, I ask for these cards if there were any other blessings. So for some of you, I feel like there's a blessing opportunity here to find people that are resonating more on your wavelength, and friends and other people being around, just a community that make you feel like you belong, that make you feel a lot better with yourself and make you feel like you can trust yourself again. All right, so I'm going to move on to these cards. So we have 3 graces: cooperative ventures with friends, joy, sharing new partnerships that are fun. What did I just say? Okay, sorry, that was really loud. I'm sorry. But yeah, I feel like there is definitely an opportunity of finding new friends. Actually, this can also possibly have something to do with this new idea or new way of thinking, or maybe rearranging of your whatever your business endeavor ventures here are, or whatever the situation has to do with. I feel like maybe this new community or friends will also be a blessing to you and how you feel about belonging in your community, but also how you see and feel about whatever it is that you've been trying to make work. So maybe they'll give you more confidence of it, or maybe they're just more supportive of it. Because if you're in a space where people in your life aren't as supportive, maybe, I think that's what it is too. I feel like for some of you, people just haven't been as supportive or cooperative with this idea of yours, and it's really affecting your own confidence and your own mindset with this. All right, so we have solace: return to nature, tree wisdom, natural remedies, flower essence. You know what's interesting? Like, these two actually kind of look similar. So there's definitely a sense of, again, this is all nature-y. So if, like I said, there's a step back message. Maybe going out, taking a walk, will be a time where this blessing can possibly come in. Maybe taking some time for yourself will help, or maybe who knows, on your walk you could possibly meet someone that is going to be part of this 3 graces blessing that I was talking about. But either way, there's like a message to kind of get out there, even for a walk or hiking or out in nature, or definitely step back from your situation. And also step back from maybe people that are just being negative about your situation. Okay, so the last card we have is Secret Doorway. Working with intuition, second sight, opening dimensional doorways. Where do I put this? Okay. You guys have seen that long enough. We'll put it there. Yeah, so I feel like this is just another confirmation. There is definitely another pathway for you about your situation that you were not seeing. Again, working with your intuition, listening to your spirit guides, taking a step back will help you find this other doorway, will help you find this other opportunity about how you can rework this and turn it into something more efficient, something more sustainable, and something more long-lasting if that is what you want. All right, that was your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope it provided you some sort of insight and guidance. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate any support I can get. I am open for readings. Information about that will be down below. Please check me out on Instagram and TikTok. I post on there regularly. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the next video. Hello, Group 3. If you chose that rose quartz crystal right there, then this is your reading. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So we are looking into unexpected blessings or just blessings coming in for you. I have your tarot cards out already. I have oracle cards ready over here, and we'll get to that in just a moment. We'll start with the tarot cards, and yeah, let's get to it. So we have the Empress. I remember seeing this come out when I was shuffling. We have the Lovers. We have the Two of Chalices, which is equivalent to the Two of Cups. And I remember saying this to Group 2, but if you guys would rather just see the cards laid out and not me having to flip them over, please let me know in the comments below. I'd like to get some feedback, so yeah, let me know. We have the World. Oh my gosh, this reading is so far. And we have the Star. Wow. Group 3. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. So many blessings and so many messages coming in right away. All right, where do I want to start with this? So I just want to say, first of all, you have 4 major arcanas in this reading out of the 5 cards. Wow, and they're all like, okay, so abundance, definitely lots of abundance coming in. Yeah, you have 3 cards that are really, really positive about abundance and hope and fulfillment. We have the Empress, the World, and the Star. My goodness. Okay, so yeah, I'll start with that. We'll start with lots of possible abundance coming your way. We have now this can be, I'm definitely seeing both in a successful and prosperity aspect and also of love. If you are looking more for a blessing of love, that is definitely coming true, especially with the Lovers and the Two of Chalices, because a lot of the times the Two of Chalices can indicate soulmates or just a partnership or a relationship that is really in sync, that just 2 people that really get each other. I don't want to sound cheesy, but you know how they say like the people that finish each other's sentences, but that sounds so cheesy, but you know what I mean? Just like 2 people that resonate so well together, and they get along really well. They're like the best friend kind of relationship. And with the Lovers card being here also, it's a relationship where both of you can grow with each other, and it's where, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's where you both can grow with each other. It's where you can really accept each other's flaws, and where you make each other better people. There we go. That's what I was trying to get out, is yeah, because when you grow together, you make each other better people. You have the kind of qualities that the other lacks, and you open your mind to like a more broader and perspective view of the world, just because you have something the other doesn't, and it just goes together and syncs together so perfectly. Okay, the I just heard like taking on the world together. That's definitely coming through. So I know this is going more of a romantic reading, but I will get to um other blessings that I'm picking up that may not have to do with love and romance, but because that this one's coming through so clearly. But for I feel like for a lot of you that are watching this, this will have to do with some kind of relationship. Like I said, that's possibly a soulmate connection, or a twin flame connection could also be coming through. Whatever this union will bring, it will bring a lot of abundance, whether that's emotionally fulfilling of abundance, or possibly even like prosperity and monetary wealth or something. Maybe you guys will collaborate on something together, or help each other with each other's business or something like that, and make it even more prosperous than the other. Because like I said, you guys have what the other lacks, and it's going like having that kind of duality is really good, just because you're able to bring in more ideas or expand on each other's ideas a lot better than, you know, other people could. Possibility of travel. Maybe you guys will be traveling a lot together. And okay, there's another message that was definitely coming through. So I just want to say, if this doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to claim it. This is a general reading. But if you've been looking for, or if you've been wanting a child, then it's definitely here, because we have the World, the Star, and the Empress, which can indicate, you know, the coming of children, a child, a birth. Like I said, take that if it resonates with you. If you don't want children right now, then obviously, you know, you don't have to claim it. But it could also be for some of you, because it is a heavy energy of children here. It could be that there's just an announcement of a birth in your family. So maybe if, you know, you live with your parents or your extended family, maybe someone there is having children, or it could be maybe like a cousin or a friend that you're really close with, a sibling. Maybe having an announcement of having a child. So I see that coming in as a blessing. And let's see what else. So if it's not a romantic relationship, there definitely is a potential of someone coming in that is very in sync with you, in terms of whether this is a friendship or some kind of career partnership. This person is someone you get along with so well that you guys can create things together. And so yeah, possible collaborations. Like okay, I'm gonna use an example with a tarot. So let's say you want to make your own deck. Again, this is an example. And you know how to do all the writing, you know how to do the interpretations, but you don't really draw, so, or make any art or anything like that, and you're like, I really want to find a good artist with this. And maybe you meet someone and they even become like a really good friend, maybe even a longtime friend, and together, because you guys are so well in sync with each other, you're able to communicate things really well with each other, and you're able to produce this really incredible deck that people really love and just want to purchase, work with, feature on their tarot pages or something. But you get the idea. Is there's an opportunity and a blessing of some kind of collaboration here and some kind of great long-lasting friendship or relationship. And yeah, definitely a great chance for communication, because we have with the Lovers coming up with Gemini energy and Aquarius with the Star. So if that's significant to you in maybe terms of people in your life, or it could possibly be the person that's coming into your life with this connection that I'm seeing. Let's see, what else? So with the World card, I am definitely seeing possible travel, blessings unexpectedly coming in. Whether this is one that you've been wanting for a while, or maybe you'll just get sent on an unexpected trip. If your business deals with travels, or maybe they send people on travels but you just never gotten to go, or you've never given the opportunity, that could possibly be coming in. And let's see, the other thing that I'm getting here is more of a spiritual aspect. So I feel like whatever blessings this brings, and especially if this brings another person into the mix, this will lead you to, I guess, be in better sync and healing and alignment with yourself. Because these two cards, whenever I see something like this, here, let me pull it up. So this kind of symbol where they're just intertwined, it makes me think of the yin and yang symbol, where everything is just in balance and perfect harmony. And I feel like because you're getting more in balance and in sync and more in harmony with yourself, there's a cycle that's going to close out, or maybe karmically, some kind of karmic healing that has occurred through your life, or maybe even your past life, is getting closed out, and it's going to bring a very beautiful new chapter for you, one that you haven't had in this lifetime and in other lifetimes. So yeah, take that if it resonates with you, but it's definitely coming through. So let's look at your oracle cards. We have we'll start with these, and then we'll get to some other ones right here. This is more clarity on your I'm losing my words today, but yeah, it's more clarity on blessings that you were getting, or possibly other blessings. But this one is going to focus on timing and maybe blockages that you're having right now in your current present energy that you could work through to help this blessing come in faster. So we have fear, we have the wolf moon, hunger, and this is waxing gibbous too. We have hold your vision, and we have the root chakra. I have everything I need to survive and grow on the physical plane. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. I'll start with the root chakra. So if you guys have been blocked with your root chakra, that's definitely something to deal with, especially because we have fear over here. The root chakra deals with things usually with security, things about the physical material world. Sorry, my camera moved and it was bothering me. But yeah, so when this is out of balance, you usually feel anxiety, insecurity, especially in terms of finances, of your home, of your, just where your life is. And I almost want to say, like, where you are in your life. Maybe like something not matching with your timeline. I feel like that's a message for some of you. maybe you're having this fear because this might be something that you've wanted and you've been working towards and that you've had a vision for, because there is definitely a vision that you're working towards, which is great. But maybe it's not coming in as fast as you want, or maybe it hasn't come, or it's gone out of the timeline that you wanted for yourself. But that's the thing, is we have to remember divine timing. Sometimes things are coming in at a certain time because they're meant to come that way, or maybe they've been withheld back from you and not within your timeline because it's not meant to be there yet, or maybe you're not the person that you need to be in this situation. Like, does that make sense? Because if how can I put this into words? So let's say that you become really prosperous, or you just find a really great relationship, or a very happy relationship, and one that you could see something that is very long lasting and stable. But if you're having insecurities with yourself, or maybe you're having insecurities about this person and questioning their motives and something like that, and you're letting your fears take over, then it could affect the relationship, even though it's actually something that's really good for you. So maybe it's just having to work through your fears and your anxiety and your own insecurities with how securely you feel in your life right now, and also about yourself, because the root chakra can also deal with, what's the word I'm looking for, self-reliance and independence. I know, like, self-love and everything is sometimes deals with the heart and your confidence with the solar plexus, but with the root chakra, it also means like independence and being independent and not having to depend on other people, and being present and being able to enjoy what you have and not depending on other people to enjoy it yourself. So that's something you want to keep in mind and work on, and know that, because this is really beautiful, and this looks very karmic with how many major arcanas are coming in. I feel like no matter what, this is going to come in, just because with the major arcana, this is something, it's major. It's like, it's supposed to be a big part of your life, and it's supposed to it's something that is coming in. It's just, when you get to that point, you want to be in a good place with your own security and independence. Like I was saying, you don't want this fear coming in, you don't want this hunger. I forgot to talk about the wolf moon. But when I saw this card, the first thing I kind of thought of is like, oh, how do I put this in perspective? So let's talk about actual food. So maybe you eat like a full meal, but then you don't feel satisfied, or you don't feel full. That's kind of like the hunger that this is talking about. Is maybe you ate too fast or something and you didn't feel full, but just taking the time to really appreciate and accept and receive what you have now and appreciate that will really help you get over this hunger and this fear. And yeah, that will also help you on holding your vision. And the main message with this card that I usually see is the stagnation part of it. Just make sure you're moving forward, and just make sure you're not letting fear get in the way and kind of keep you in this bubble. So if you've been maybe fearful, maybe you haven't accepted promotions or something like that, or other opportunities, like, you don't even have to accept it, but just be willing to keep an open mind to it, because some of these blessings could be coming in, but if you're too much in your bubble, then maybe you won't see it. Okay. All right, so let's get to the rest of your oracle cards. It's going to provide us more clarity and maybe other blessings that might be coming in. So we have Treasure Island. We have To Be Fair. We have Fork in the Road. And let me actually start with this. And I'm just letting you guys know now, my phone is about to die. So if I cut out, I'm just letting you know that's why. But we'll see if it holds out while I'm doing the reading. Okay, so definitely, like, abundance is coming in. And I feel this is interesting because the Treasure Island, this turtle, makes me think of the show Avatar. This is not the movie one, actually. This is the show, and it just reminds me of this like hidden lion turtle that was like floating about in the world in the story. But anyway, the point with that is, I feel like you're going to stumble into this blessing, and this may not resonate for some of you. You're going to stumble into this without really expecting it. I know this is unexpected blessings, but I feel like you're going to find this in the most unexpected place. And it could even have to do with some kind of travel or trip or adventure that you're having, because travel can mean many things. It doesn't have to be like an all-out overseas trip or something. Maybe it's, I always tell people, maybe it could be to the next town, maybe it could be hiking or something that has a lot to do with adventure. But I feel like you're going to find this, or the start of this opportunity and this blessing coming through with this, or with this kind of travel aspect. Okay, this is interesting. So I didn't say it before, but the Lover's card does have a choice aspect to it. I was seeing more of like the Lover's aspect of it when I first saw the tarot cards, but there is definitely something here about making decisions, and that's a great thing because it means that you're going to have a lot of options in the future. But it does mean that there may be some decisions and paths that you have to choose once this blessing comes in. No matter what you choose, though, that Empress card, that's about abundance, wealth, beauty, and just blissful happiness, honestly, is guaranteed. So don't get hung up on what the right decision is. Make the right decision that's for you, one that you're going to feel most satisfied and happy with. There's something about being fair here. This honestly looks like the Justice card in the tarot. It has two scales right here, and it's about being fair. Justice is all about fairness. It's all about things being, I guess, shown in the light, like in the light of truth, if that makes sense. So if there has been, and this is going to be for a few of you, if there has been an unfair situation, or there's something that's not balanced out with you, that's going to come back into balance pretty soon. Okay, so let's get to your other oracle cards. We have Cookies and Cream, Guilty Pleasures, Indulgence and Temptation. I'm going to actually put that here with the To Be Fair, because this is also a card about balance. So I feel like you will be able to have more guilty pleasures. Maybe you'll be able to indulge more a little bit for yourself, especially with this treasure island card right here. And that's great because maybe this kind of abundance is something that you never had and you're just able to indulge and spend more on yourself, which is great. The other thing to keep in mind here, though, especially with the to be fair, which is also, like I said, a message about balance, is it's okay to indulge every now and then, but you still want to make sure that you are doing it in moderation, because this card is also about temptation. Like, you don't want to go overboard. You worked hard for this, and you worked hard to get to this point. You don't want to, you know, throw it all out the window because you may have done things a little bit too much on something. Does that make sense? Okay, so we have connection. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be really connected, especially with yourself, your body, and just feeling more present in your life. This girl is doing yoga. Yoga is a great way to connect spiritually and physically. So I feel like with the material world and your root chakra, things are going to really come into balance, and that's great because when that comes into balance, you are able to achieve more in your personal life and your own personal goals. Ooh, sensuality. Okay. My phone's about to die. Okay, so sensuality and guilty pleasures and temptation. I feel like this has to do with, this could have to do with those of you that have, or that are waiting for some kind of lovers, you know, blessing coming in. So you could be feeling very sensual with this person, or just when these blessings come in, maybe you're just so in touch with yourself and more at peace with yourself that you're more confident, you're feeling more sensual, you're feeling more sensual about your body and confident with it. That could be causing this sensuality. All right, and the last card is the littlest fairy. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. Yeah, like I said, stay present, appreciate what you have now so that you can work through your own fears and this hunger that seems to be a block for you at your current energy, because good things are definitely coming to you. So don't be so afraid, don't feel so insecure, and just start now. Start cleaning out your space. Maybe think about what you really appreciate in life. And a good way to do this that I've found is a gratitude journal. So I feel like if you take some time, maybe just like a minute every day, and try to write down what you're grateful for, it will help you appreciate and see the beauty of the world more and in your own life. All right, so that was your reading. I hope that was helpful, and I hope that gave you some insight. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I am on Instagram and TikTok, so feel free to check that out if you are interested. I post on there every day. If you're interested in personal reading, all of that info is down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.